Would like half pedal but less than that?
Yes, pedal is really about bringing a lot of extra reverberation into the sound. Because if you want to minimise it, use less depth here.
I think as if you put the pedal down before you played anything, then you hear that echo.
Yes.
It's really horrible. You see it like someone perform and it's a beautiful piece and they finish with the pedal down and then they bring the pedal up and you hear that kind of
Clump
sound.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
can minimise that, but if that's the pedal itself, it's just
Or like you hear the notes kind of swell and then it stops. So I guess it depends on the piano, doesn't it?
In the meantime, Ben's having a nice warm up without So now, Ben, what would you like?
That's cheap. I think this piece is Gymnopedie no. 1, Satie, and I think to make it atmospheric, to try and be as relaxed as possible, try not to tighten up. I think because some of the harmonies are unusual, so try to be as accurate as possible, otherwise the colours are even more blurry. And try and get a nice long phrasing line and an atmospheric sound. And the other thing I wasn't sure about was some of the repeated sections,
Yes.
how to make it different. But I had an idea, maybe to just change the pedalling a bit from earlier in the conversations we had.
Possibly
Maybe.
different dynamic
Yeah.
shapes, just taking different angle. Again, I think you'll get lots of ideas today,
That's right.
when you're showing them.
So I think just listening to think about
I
the
think
pedalling.
you just enjoy playing it the
Yeah.
way you want to play it right now and just get the best out of yourself and enjoy it. This is just a tryout session for you. If you're a person that gets anxious when you're playing, sometimes thinking about breathing is a lovely thing to have a thought about when you start. Take a nice couple of deep breaths and try exhaling out, breathing out as you play your first phrase. It's a lovely way of letting everything.
So maybe you could feel the pulse with your breath.
Yeah, but just so you don't hold on, because often when we're anxious, breathing is
You hold the
going.
oxygen.
So it's just a nice thing to experiment with. You might actually try that with this sort of piece. It'd probably be a nice feeling to do.
Oh, is it?
That's right. And it's an interesting thing because Satie lives in this world between romanticism and non-romanticism. He's quite modern in a way.
Is he around the time of the Impressionists, but he's not classed as Impressionist?
He has his own world, you could almost say.
Yeah.
He's kind of a modernist, really.
Yeah, 'cause he was
And
like,
I just like the way you just caught it on the balance of not too overly emoted, but yet it had a really nice, delicate, I don't know, did everyone agree with that? It just had the right balance. You just caught it, that's right.
Can I just ask one thing? The point where it goes FF, or F sharp.
oh
F
yeah,
sharp.
do you mean here?
Yeah,
This long
it does
F sharp.
say forte, but
Yeah, I
whenever I've heard
didn't
this,
play
I
it
don't
loud
think
enough.
I've ever heard.
Actually,
It's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
very sustained.
We handled it really well.
Yeah.
And this is the same shot.
Exactly.
And that kind of
I think it's a danger of being too literal.
Yeah, but
I
that's
think
the.
that, I think you did it right.
Maybe it's just like, you know, forte but within the
Yeah.
piano setting.
Yeah. How did you find the pedal on this piano? Did you find it a bit heavy?
You can, I think you can hear sometimes the mechanism
It's the clanging.
which distracts a little bit.
Yes. I
Um,
think you have to try and switch off to that because pianos are
Yeah.
a pain this way. I remember once going to a Debussy recital in the Purcell room and the pedal suddenly developed this terrible squeak. And the poor man who was doing these things and it was doing this kind of syncopated squeak against what he was doing. And you have to be able to switch off to it because if it's a noisy pedal, you know.
yeah, you can kind of feel a little
afford
bit
it
of the
to-
mechanism.
I know, you've got to kind of just listen to this beautiful sheen we're working with on top.
Thinking about that, has the piano downstairs been tuned since we last played it?
I hope so. I hope so.
Because
I think
yes,
it's enough to make teeth fall out, wasn't it?
we were pretty
It
worried
sounded alright
about
this
it.
morning.
Yeah, I'm sure it has been.
Good.
Now, I think we can
Yeah.
switch to Charlotte because I don't want her to be compromised at all.